got the right one. You 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 got the right.
Hi guys, welcome to my first video that I'm going to be showing you today. This is the look that I will be creating for you. I've already done a few things off camera, like I've done my gems off camera, I've done my under eye shadow, and I think the bottom of my lashes off camera. I've also done a part of my lips off camera. But the main things that I have done off camera, and I keep saying off camera, like the contouring, my brows, I'll be showing you individual videos later on in the future. As you probably could notice, I've deleted all my old YouTube videos only because now my quality of videos are a lot better, my lighting is a lot better, and I've also moved house because the last house I didn't have much privacy. So you'll probably notice that I'm talking a lot more in my new videos, so I hope you guys like that. But I'm gonna try and converse with you guys more, communicate with you more, letting you guys know what's happening both before, during, and after, because I want to be vlogging a lot more of my makeup. It's good to be back, guys. I'm so excited to show you what I've been creating while I've been away. If you like this video, give it a like, thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe. Bye! Alright, so the first thing I always start off with is my brows, and I have two favorite brushes that I always go to, and I'm pretty sure I've tagged on my Instagram already, so if you haven't already seen them, I will show you. So the first one I've used in my old videos, and it is actually a 322 brow line brush, which I've pretty much overused. And then the other one that I used is Anastasia Beverly Hills number 20 brush. The brow pomade that I'm going to be using today is the Ka-Brow pomade, and it's by Benefit. It's in the shade 4, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows. Now that I've finished doing my brows, I'm going to set the concealer that I have placed on my eyelid. And the brush that I'm going to be taking to set my concealer on my eyelids is my Morphe Y4 brush. A quick review on the Morphe brushes: they're really soft, they don't shed like some brushes might. They're really good at blending even if you're using brushes that are not used for blending. In regards to everything else, the color, my favorite colors, I don't know if anybody knows, but my favorite colors are black and gold. And although my partner has told me that black is a shade, I still refuse to listen because a woman is always right. So for today's look, I'm gonna show you what my Holy Grail palettes will be for this look, and there are 3. These are the 3 palettes that we're using today. We have the Tarte Treasure Box. Yeah, so we have the Tarte Treasure Box, the Urban Decay Electric palette, and we also have the Fenty Beauty palette. First palette that I'm going to be using today is the Tarte Treasure Box. So you have all the eyeshadows in the middle, then you have the blush, highlight, and bronzers, and then you have this little side here that contains the mascara, I'm pretty sure it's eyeliner, and the lip gloss. And the brush that I'm going to be taking is my MAC 217 brush, only because it's pointed, it can also blend at the same time, and it's, I would say, one of my all-time favorite brushes. So I'm gonna take that color, and I'm pretty sure if I'm right, it might be like watermelon pink. And I'm gonna use that and go in on the lid of my eye. And I'm gonna apply that above the wrinkles of my eye, because I don't know what you call them, and go in a curved motion, starting from the inner corner of my eye, dragging that eyeshadow or the blush shadow out to the tail of my brow. The next brush that I'm going to go in with is my Nude by Nature, and I'm pretty sure this is a tapered eyeshadow blending brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out that eyeshadow, the primary eyeshadow that I used, from the inner corner and in circular motions on my lid only. I'm gonna drag that color out to the tail of my brow bone. I'm gonna go in with that color again, and I'm gonna skip this part only because I've already used this color and I've already showed you guys what to do. But I'm gonna go in again and just give that color a bit more depth, and then I'm gonna go to the next step. The next color that I'm gonna go in with on this palette is the Palace shade. So this one here is next to the highlight over there. No harm using the same brush, and I'm going to give my eyelid a shadow shade, or I don't know what you call it, a shadow shade, call it something new. Anything that basically suits your eye shape can be used in your own kind of way. This only suits mine because my eyelids are really small. Okie dokie. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my BYS palette with a little product on it, and I'm also going to take my Cover FX cream concealer. Just gonna give it a light tap, and I'm going to take my MAC 195 brush this time. So this is an actual concealer brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat my whole entire brush inside this concealer. So I'm going to make 2 little lines above the little wrinkles on my eyes. Then I'm gonna wave my cut crease out and fill that in. Okay, so I've just finished doing my cut crease. I've skipped a few things only because I didn't want you guys to watch me do like an hour-long makeup tutorial. The next thing that I want to do is I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay electric palette over here. The color that I'm gonna use today is the color Savage. Excuse the palette, it's pretty dirty. I'm gonna apply that all over the beginning of my cut crease, and then I'm gonna leave the end because I'm gonna go back in with the shade from a Tarte palette. For the cut crease setting is my MAC 195 brush again. But let me tell you that what is coming up in a few days for my birthday is gonna be pretty dope. So I can't wait to show you guys exactly what I have, exactly what I get. So what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to stay underneath the concealer line that I have created. I wanna bring the eyeshadow to about where I stopped the concealer, just because I wanna add a darker shade to that, creating a shadow effect. Despite having all this fallout on my face, the next thing that I'm going to go in with is going to be the same color from my Tarte palette, as I already mentioned. I will be using the same 195 MAC brush, or MAC 195 brush, and I'm going to apply that just to the ends of where the hot pinks start. So the next thing that I'm going to do in regards to my eyeshadow again is I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Galaxy palette, and I'm gonna take this pink shade down the bottom here. I'm gonna dip my 195 brush into that, and I'm gonna apply it to the inner corners of my eye just to give a little bit of a color pop. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna take that same color, and this time I'm also gonna dip it in the shade Media Crush, which is this one right here. And right where the shades meet, I'm gonna add that color, just like that. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply my liner. There are 2 liners. It's my NYX Vinyl Matte, and it is also my NYX Epic Ink liner. So I'm gonna complete my liner, I'm gonna apply my lashes, and then I'm gonna move on to my face so that I can do my under eye so that this doesn't look so weird. And then I will see you guys in a bit. You're gonna go in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow palette again. And this time we're gonna do underneath our eyes with the same Savage color, which is on the beginning of your crease. The next color that I'm gonna use, which we've also used again before, is the Palace color by Tarte. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray my face, let it dry, and then I'm gonna come back and apply highlighter, and then I'm gonna move on to the next steps. Okay, so after letting my setting spray on my face dry, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Diamond Light Multi-Use Diamond Fire Highlighter. I don't know if I said that right, but I said it anyways. I like to start off with little circles. Oh damn, she popping. And then I'm gonna do some swipes just to give it, oh my gosh. For this festival look, I guess you can call it a festival look, it can be like a modeling look, I have no idea what you want to call it. I'm gonna go in with a NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Pink Lost Passion Rose. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it to my lips, and then I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shade, and then add some Urban Decay to the center of my lips, and then add some MAC gloss. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I've just added the mascara underneath my eyes, gone changed into a frilly mesh kind of shirt. Got my hair half up and it's waved. Anyways, this is the finished product. I hope you guys like the look. So I'll have the pictures of this makeup look up on Instagram. I'll also have all the details down below. Yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button. Check out my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, because I always upload on them. I'll always let you know when there's a new post, either pictorially related, video related, anything like that. And I hope that you like